Hello there. I'm going to look at solving equations with fractions. What do these look like? I'll give you an example. X over 5 equals 4. There's a fraction, there's a number underneath our variable, the letter. We do not like these, so we get rid of them. The very first thing we do, whenever you see a number underneath a letter, get rid of it. How do I get rid of it? I multiply the whole equation by that number. X divided by 5 times 5 reverts back to x. 4 times 5 is 20, and that's it. We've solved that equation. Now, I'll give you another example. Question 2. X over 2 equals 3. We've got a number underneath a letter. We do not like that, so we get rid of it. And I get rid of it by multiplying the whole equation by, in this instance, 2, the number underneath the letter. So look what happens. X all divided by 2 times 2 reverts back to x. 3 times 2 is 6, and we've solved that equation. Give me a third example. Question 3. 7 equals x divided by 4. We don't like these numbers underneath our letters, so we multiply the whole equation by 4. Let's work from left to right. 7 times 4 is 28. X divided by 4, then times 4, reverts back to x, and we've solved the equation. But let's look at a more complex one. I'll choose a different letter. P over 3 plus 2 equals 7. Again, we've got a number underneath the letter, so my first step is to get rid of it. How do I get rid of dividing by 3? I multiply by 3. So I multiply the whole equation by 3. So what do we get? P divided by 3 times 3 goes back to being P. Plus 2 times 3 is plus 6. 7 times 3 is 21. And now, as we saw in one of the earlier videos, I move the numbers to join each other. So P equals 21. We always take away unless there's a minus sign in front, so it's going to be take away 6. So P equals 15. Just go through one more example of that. Question 5. Let's work from right to left. 10 is equal to Q all over 9. Oh no, I don't like 9. That will confuse it with the Q. Q all over 8 minus 2. So 10 is equal to Q divided by 8 minus 2. Uh-oh, we've got a number underneath a letter, so I'm going to multiply the whole thing by that number. The number underneath the letter was 8, so I'll multiply everything by 8. So look what I get. 10 times 8 is 80. Q divided by 8 times 8 goes back to being Q. Minus 2 times 8 is minus 16. And now what I do is I move the numbers to join each other. So I write underneath 80. This time I add 16 because, as you've noticed, there's a minus sign in front of it. So it's 80 plus 16 equals Q. In other words, 96. That's what Q is equal to. Right, I'm going to put 5 up here. I want you to copy them down as I go through them. We're going to have 7 again? Yeah, let's have 7 again. I like that number. Equals 3. Let's choose a different letter. B divided by 4 equals 8. Now, C all over 2 plus 4 equals 5. Question 9. D all over 11 plus 2 equals 6. And question 10. 20 is equal to E divided by 5 minus 3. Okay, once you've copied them down, put the video on pause, then come back in a moment when you finish them. Right, welcome back. Let's go through the answers here. Got a number underneath the letter, so I'll multiply the whole thing by 7 to give me x divided by 7 times 7 is x. 3 times 7 is 21, and that's your answer. Here, I've got the number 4 underneath, so multiply everything by 4. b divided by 4 times 4 goes back to being b. 8 times 4 is 32, and that's our answer. So those ones are fairly straightforward. Excuse me. Now let's look at this equation here. C divided by 2. So I've got a number underneath. I've got the number 2 underneath my letter. So I'm going to multiply the whole thing by 2 to get rid of it. C divided by 2 times 2 is C. Plus 4 times 2 is plus 8. 5 times 2 is 10. And then I move this number to join the other number. So I get C is equal to 10 take away 8 equal to 2. So your final answer should have been 2. Well done if you got that. Question 9. Hello, we've got an 11 underneath our letter, so I'm going to multiply everything by 11. D divided by 11 times 11 is D. Plus 2 times 11 is plus 22. 6 times 11 is 66. Move the numbers to join each other. So we get D is equal to 66 take away 22 equal to 44. Well done if you got that one right. Now our last one here, it's got the added complication working from right to left. What's the number underneath the letter? It's 5. So I'm going to multiply the whole equation by 5. Let's see what we'll get. 20 times 5 is 100. Oops, don't like writing in red. We can mark in red but not write. So 100 is equal to E divided by 5 times 5 is E. 3 times 5 is 15, and I had a minus sign in front. Now all we've got to do is to get the numbers to join each other. So it's going to be 100. There was a minus sign here, wasn't there, in front of the number we're moving, so we add it. So it's 100 plus 15 equals E. In other words, 115 is what E is equal to. If you got that, well done. If you got the other 5 right, even better. Okay, thank you for listening.